When you step into an organization for the first time, you have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see things as a beginner in that organization. This can feel uncomfortable, especially when you're trying to quickly grasp how and why things are done. However, you must consider embracing the situation to gain as many insights about the organization as possible. You have a fresh set of eyes, exploring and diagnosing the current situation. It's a valuable but fleeting window for both you and the organization. I challenge you to embrace and leverage this opportunity. When you're in a leadership position, it's important to always be thinking, and thinking as clearly as possible. But almost as importantly, you must also think about your thinking and the thinking of those around you. Psychologist John Flavel first named this concept of thinking about thinking metacognition. Why is metacognition important? When you're a leader, people in your organization are looking to you for guidance and direction. It can be easy to become very focused on a particular challenge you're facing, like optimizing your organization's capabilities or increasing market share. But as a leader, you must keep in mind that others in your organization are likely to orient their thinking to yours. First, in an attempt to see and understand things the way that you describe them. Then often in a way that they feel they are contributing to the overall group effort. While this collaborative, cooperative thinking can be very useful, it can also lead to a self-reinforcing loop that may not be so helpful. So as leader, you must maintain the ability to question not only your own perspective and the ways you're conceptualizing things, but also the broader group perspective and ways of thinking and operating. Taking this meta perspective is sometimes described as taking a bird's eye view or getting off the dance floor and onto the balcony. It's one thing to try to achieve this alternative perspective, but it's another altogether to try to grasp how you and others in your organization gain understanding. This is where the concept of sense-making can help. Sense-making is the process of giving meaning to our ongoing experiences. The concept was first introduced in the 1970s by Carl Weick. Weick has formally defined it as the ongoing retrospective development of plausible images that rationalize what people are doing. Essentially, it is how we construct our understanding out of the circumstances we face. At first glance, this process can seem almost natural, a part of everyday life that we rarely consider. However, when we take a closer look, the process of sense-making can better inform us about what is actually happening around us. Sense-making is organizing and vice versa. It's how we give structure, meaning, and rules to our activities. Weick describes sense-making as organizing flux through noticing, bracketing, and labeling. In doing so, we build our understanding of what's going on in our world. He further describes sense-making as a mixture of retrospection and prospection. That is, we must look back at how the circumstances around us have unfolded to understand what is going on now and what might occur in our immediate future. It is also social, systemic, and action-oriented. Through ongoing cycles of social interactions, of action and talk, we create an increasingly more concrete understanding of our situation. Weick sums up the importance of this cycle of thinking, acting, and communicating in his generic recipe for sense-making. How can I know what I think until I see what I say? Consider that everyone in your organization, including you, is working through this same sense-making process every day. It's a conundrum we face every time we encounter new circumstances, such as when things don't go according to plan. As a leader, it's important that you understand and recognize this so that you can help rather than hinder the process. The process of sense-making can be even more vivid for people facing more significant new circumstances, like assuming a new role or moving to a new organization. If you're personally facing these circumstances, you will be acutely aware of how this process is working for you. When you're leading the organization, your ability to recognize, understand, and facilitate the process of sense-making is critical to its success.